Hey yo, divine earthlings of the universe. What is up? What is up? What is up? I do hope that you all are having a good day, good night, whatever time it is for you. Peace, love, light, blessings to you all. Namaste. So, I want to get my disclaimers out before I proceed. I am not a psychic. I'm just a messenger. I'm here to provide the purest love and light energy from the Most High Source, the Creator, my guides, God, Gaia, the universe, my ancestral team, my spiritual team, and the purest love vibes possible. So we remove any negative energy, negative entities, dark vibes, evil eye. Did I say negativity? Either way, we cleanse all that ill will vibes out of this space. We keep this space divinely protected by our archangels, by the Most High Creator, the Source. So this is in no way, shape, or form to impose my feelings, thoughts, or beliefs into your life. I am one reader. You may resonate with another reader, which is a-okay with me. Find the reader that's best for you. And what else was I was about to say? I just went blank. You would think I would know what to say since I kind of say the same thing when I start my readings. But yeah, your free will, your intuition, your discernment are all key factors, regardless of what a collective message or a personal reading may state to you. So don't fit the Cinderella slipper if you don't like it. And don't eat the food on a plate. Or, did I say that backwards? Don't eat the food on a plate if you don't like it. And don't fit the Cinderella slipper if you can't fit it. Don't force it, okay? So, if this is any love vibes that do come out, I do say he, she. This could be a male, male, female, female dynamic, or however you identify or resonate with yourself. This is a non-judgment zone. This is an open zone. And these readings are not for debate. They're just a channel energy that I'm receiving in this moment, time, and space. They're timeless readings. You can apply it, or if you don't like it, don't worry about it. If it don't resonate, then it just don't, or it may never resonate. So let's go ahead and dive in. Today is July the 24th, 2024. It's actually a portal of 2222222, which is 7. Okay, breaks down to 7, and the number 7 is really that number comes up a lot. If you also hear noise in the background, I do have family, so just be mindful of that you might hear them. Okay, it was another thing I wanted to, so I was looking up my angel numbers. For those of you who are new to the channel, I do tend to look up angel numbers if they come up. I'm not probably gonna look up all the numbers. You're always encouraged to look them up yourself if it resonates for you. And just wanted to put that out there. So I did look up the 7 twos for a spiritual meaning to see what they say or what it means, because it is a portal. And then it breaks down to 77. So I look up 77 as well. And then July 7, because if I break down to these twos, break down to 7. And so since it's July the 7th, July, the 7th month, it will be 7/7. So then I heard July 7th could be significant, which just passed. So it could be significant. If not, then it's just not. But that's what I heard. Then I heard, for those of you who also know, I have a notebook. So when I channel energy, I tend to write it and talk about it prior to diving into if I get cards or however this flows. So I heard higher verse higher, which is higher, HIRE, verse higher, HIGHER. So higher verse higher. Okay. Then I heard higher, HIRE, power, verse higher power, HIGHER. So higher power versus higher power. And then for the higher, like being hired for work, for example, I heard hired for power, So you get hired, people are getting hired for power. And then I heard higher in power, which higher like the sky. I heard higher in power, which is spiritual power. Now, when you're hired for power, it's like a physical power. I hope that makes sense. So it's like verses. These are a verse. Which higher are you? And then I did hear a hierarchy as well. Then Bob Marley energy came through. And last night, actually, I was talking about Bob Marley and the movement that he left and the legacy that this man is all these years later. He died, May 6th, if I recall, of 1981. He was only 36, which he was 9, which is a master number. 9 is like a universal number. And he was actually really young when you think about it. And I'm actually older than Bob Marley ever lived. And when I turned 36, I was like, wow, this is the age that Bob Marley passed. And not just in my own body. For those of you who have been 36, you still feel very young and youthful. Like, it's still so much life you have to live and learn. And it's kind of like you're just beginning, right? Well, this man, his mission, I heard Bob Marley's mission through music. And then I heard his movie came out on February 14th, 2024. And that was a really good music. I like how they focused on the mission part of his life. And they still focus on his personal life, but not so much. But really just focusing on his mission through music, which I thought they captivated it pretty well. And it was in the year of number 8. So this movie came out on the love day of February 14th, which for those who celebrate the love day, if not, that day is known to be Valentine's Day. So the movie came out and they called it One Love, which is the name of one of his songs, which made sense to come out on February the 14th. So the number 8, that's the year we're in. When you break down 2024 equals 8. 8 equals infinity. So Bob Marley is basically infinite. He's an infinity legend here in this global world. And let's think about his music. If you want to listen to some Bob Marley songs, for those of you who never have listened to Bob Marley songs, or for those of you who have, it's kind of like going back and listening to songs and getting a different perspective. I'm hearing Emancipate. I'm hearing No Woman No Cry, but I'm also hearing what is that one? Redemption song, excuse me. Yeah, I know it wasn't called Emancipation. But Emancipation, that's crazy because Prince, his energy is coming through. He had the album Emancipation when he became the symbol. And it was the artist formerly known as Prince. So these two artists' energy, which I love, are coming through. And they made monumental strides when it comes to the music industry in a positive manner, or in an uplifting, high vibrational manner, for you to think outside the box and think with your spiritual eye instead of your physical eye, your third eye, okay, third eye chakra energy, to be woke. And these men are woke individuals here, and they left a woke imprint for those who actually follow the lyrics, or actually take heed to the lyrics, listen to it and decipher for yourself, and not just what society has put on these people. So it's kind of like taking an extra step to research and to learn about certain musicians that actually were very spiritual. I just saw 9 minutes 11 seconds on the timer. So 9/11, they were like the emergencies that the world needs. And right now the world is in a sense of an emergency. What do they call it when it's an emergency throughout the world? State of emergency. There we go. When you have a state of emergency, it's like the spirit is saying there is a state of emergency. So this movement, these monumental imprints that Bob Marley music has made, it's so significant that it came out in this year of a lot of different exposing, or a lot of different shifts taking place politically, or just energy shifts amongst society in general. a lot of, I just saw 10 on a dot. Yep. So things are changing. There's a lot of cycles are coming to an end, but new cycles are beginning that are not so much happy dory. Because it's crazy, because the rocks that I have here, the dream one is upside down. I'm hearing the American dream is upside down. Damn, that's crazy. I was gonna put these rocks away. I'll let y'all see what I'm talking about. These rocks here are from my fortune cookie box, a little thing that I had, and I took them out. I never put them back in here. So they're still sitting here. And so you got faith, imagine, and dream, but dream was upside down. See, and faith was a little cricket. And see, the faith of humanity and imagine. Dream. I'm hearing a dream deferred. I did have a Langston Hughes message within the last month, and a dream deferred, his poem, or the collection of poems, I think that's a book with a collection of his poems, was a topic. So the fact that this dream is in reverse, how it's sitting here, there is an American dream deferred, which is causing a state of emergency. Interesting. So again, that goes back to the higher power versus higher power. Is it a physical power to be hired for power, or is it a spiritual, or is it a spiritual power to be higher in power? When you raise your vibrations higher, you're more higher in power to obtain your spiritual knowledge, to obtain the spiritual downloads, to obtain the Akashic knowledge that spirit will open up for you, to understand it not only with your physical eyes, but with your third eye, which is why I heard third eye chakra. Yeah, and protecting that third eye and protecting your crown, protecting all your chakras. The third eye and the crown and the root chakras, those are, I'm getting those heavy because those are like the basics. I'm hearing going back to the basics. They help ground you. They help when your root chakra is in alignment, then your third eye chakra can see more, to where everything else, all the other chakras in between your root and your third eye. Thank you, Spirit. So Spirit is telling me, like, between your root chakra, which is the base, and your third eye was just at the tip of your head, right? The chakras in between, when your root and your third eye is in alignment, are unblocked and healing, then everything in between those other chakras can become in alignment, which is making you sit upright and making your life feel more upright. And then the crown chakra is the top. So that's when you can obtain the knowledge and get the knowledge. You see how this ray of light is coming down? That's when that ray of light can hit you and wake you up. Okay. You're more woke to the to all your frequencies, or to the frequency of the world too. So see, Bob Marley, his mission and his energy was woke. He woke up a lot of frequency. This man getting assassinated, attempted assassination on his life, because he was a speaker. He was a healer. He probably didn't have the best life. He probably wasn't the best person. But his mission, when he sought after his spiritual purpose and mission, he committed to that. And look at the legacy this man of his bloodline is now. It's beautiful. And he might not be here to express every feeling of it. Yeah, like, because he was an expresser. I'm hearing Bob Marley was an expresser. He liked to express his feelings, but he did it in such a way that made the person interviewing, if you even look at some of his interviews, it's so funny. He did it in such a way where even the interviewer is like speechless, he leaves them clueless, or he leaves them kind of in a state of like wondering. Sorry, I just hit something. he leaves his interviews in a state of questioning themselves, basically, is what I'm really trying to say. Or questioning the question that they even asked him. Because he was just he made you think before you speak. Okay? So he's infinite. He's going to be forever tied to this world and waking up his consciousness. So I had to make an insurance payment for my car note. Or my insurance note. And I went back to the website because I called it in and made a payment. And then I went back to the website, made sure that it was cleared, and it was. And the way the payment system that they used was called Agent Sweep. I ain't never heard of Agent Sweep. So it was called Agent Sweep. I'm like, Agent Sweep. That's crazy. So it reminded me of 2 videos that I've done. One was the Jason Bourne, Born Different. I think that's what the title is. Speaking of that video is getting like, excuse me, spiritual burp. I be burping more on these videos, so I apologize. Excuse me. So Jason, I'm just laughing because my spiritual team is like, yep, you burping more. See, when you are raising your vibration, see, that's why are you hired in power or higher empowered? Because as you continue to rise your frequency, different elements of your growth will come out. Like for me, my spiritual burps are just burping in these readings have come out more and more in the past month. And it's a part of my ascension. And it's a reminder for myself that, okay, I'm channeling in my downloads more frequently or more heavenly or just more rapidly. Okay. Or just informed with energy of this world more and more. For those of you who have your ascension processes, you probably start noticing certain things that you do or characteristics or behavior patterns might shift, or just maybe you get more burps like I do. 1717 on the timer, 88. And it's because it's the year number 8. It's the ascension time. It's the infinite time frame for this to be taking place, to raise the consciousness and the vibration from higher to higher energy. So we're going to touch on the higher versus higher as well, because that was a deep one. So back to this Agent Sweep. The Jason Bourne movies, I heard like you were a CIA agent, which he was. He's an operative, right? But see, people trying to hunt him, but it's like people trying to hunt the collective. Like he already steps ahead of these people. He in hiding, he came out of hiding after he was discovering some of his things in his personal life. So you divine collectives that are resonating with the message have, I'm hearing, stepped out of hiding. I was about to say stepped out of hiring. What's that? Spirit stepped out of hiring. Oh, you stepped out of hiring too, meaning you stepped out of the physical world into your higher world of spiritual knowledge and your spiritual power. Yeah. So in your hiding, you shifted. Okay, that's what I'm receiving. You shifted into your higher power. And so you became like this agent that is sought after now. People trying to find you and things. So sweep. The other day, one of my readings, I heard sweep. Like there's a sweep in the world. Like there's a cleanse and to sweep out all this negative, impure energy in this world. So for that payment to be paid by Agent Sweep, you're that CIA operative, the spiritual CIA, right? The people looking after. And I mean looking after, like you are being looked after in high places. And then people are looking after you, like coming after you, or they be looking after you leave. Like it's something about them trying to keep a trace and find kind of vibe. But see, you already steps ahead. So you come here as an agent sweep to clean up the impurities of the world And you're going to be in hiding more and more and more. And if you're not in hiding, if you are out and about, because we, you still have to go out and about and do certain things, you are out and about with particular individuals. Even if it's just by yourself, you go somewhere, you do what you gotta do, then you come back. If not, you're just very selective of where you go, who you hang with. So the payment was made by the company on today, July 24th, 2024, which is a portal day. And it said it was for $118. Okay. Which 8 plus 1 plus 1 equals 10. And 10 is that frequency change. All right. Then I heard Paying It Forward. And I heard the movie Pay It Forward, which I love that movie. Pay It Forward. It was such a beautiful movie, and it's really sad too. The monumental message of this movie. So I already have the movie up, okay, to read it to you guys. So Pay It Forward, it actually came out in 2000. Dang. 2000, and that was 24 years ago. It's 2 hours and 3 minutes, which is 5, which is the number of change. I love how this is connecting, because you're here to pay it forward, to change and create a movement. This movie was a movement, and your life is like a movie movement. It's paying it forward to this nation to bring it into a higher vibration. So that's why this Bob Marley vibe, and like I said with Prince, emancipation. You emancipated yourself from slavery. None but ourselves can free our mind. Thank you, Spirit. See, that's how Bob Marley and Prince is connecting and colliding with this reading, because Redemption Song, I heard that from Bob Marley. And in the lines, he does say, emancipate yourself from inner slavery, because none but ourselves can free our minds. And Prince had an album called Emancipation. It was like a 3-disc. I remember when I had it, I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to listen to all these songs. It was certain songs I listened to, but I don't think I listened to that whole album. But it was such a purity to this album. And if you look up some of the videos, he has one called Holy River. It's a video he had with his wife at the time. I think her name was Mate. I love that video for some reason. To me, it was just very colorful. It kind of reminded me of when I was younger, when I first knew who Prince was, and his music or his videos were just so colorful, which really stood out to me. It made me feel like, oh, this is amazing. Anyway, that video kind of reminds me of the colors. So if y'all ever want to watch that, it's different. I don't know if it's for everybody, but it's actually, I like it. I might even watch that today when I stop doing this reading. Anyway, so you're here to pay it forward and emancipate the world from inner slavery, from mental slavery, from outer slavery, from slavery, okay? It's a lot of things going on. And so you might get looked over because you are a hidden spiritual CIA, okay, agent. So you might get looked over because people, you know where to look. You know that people want to look out for you, right? But you know who looking out for you, meaning Spirit is looking out for you. Even though you know that people are on the lookout for you, you know that Spirit is looking out for you. You know, you've learned a lot. You become your own like 00 agent, okay? 0000. You know, it ain't no 007, 008, 009. You a 0000 agent, meaning infinite. I'm hearing you're an infinite agent out here. So even, oh shit, okay, 8 is infinite. So it's like you're a 008. And I'm thinking about my I'm thinking about my apartment unit that I mentioned in one of my videos. My apartment unit, the number was 8007. And I was like, wow, 8007, that's crazy. And then thinking about it, it's in the year of 8. And now that I'm connecting these dots, it's like the infinite year you're a 007. You became a 007. And it's infinite for you to be a 007 spiritual agent out here. That's deep. It's infinite for you to pay it forward. So the story of this movie says the story of a social studies teacher who gives an assignment to his junior high school class to think of an idea to change the world for the better, then put it into action. When one young student creates a plan for paying for favors, he not only affects the life of his struggling single mother, but he sets in motion an unprecedented wave of human kindness, which, unbeknownst to him, has blossomed into a profound national phenomenon. That's beautiful, and that's the perfect example of what this movie is. It says heartwarming, inspiring, and emotional in a nutshell. That's what that means. In a nutshell, it is a heartwarming, inspiring, and emotional film. Yep. And 24 years ago, this was the movie. How does pay it forward work? It's an expression for describing good deed, repaying the kindness to others rather than paying it back to the original person. So I've done that, like in a drive-through window when you go to drive-through, and that's happened to me where it was probably one of the days where I could save the money, get to the window, oh, this person paid for you already. Really? Yeah, you're good to go. Oh wow, okay, thank you. Now if you want to pay it forward to the next person, that's cool. And sometimes you might think, well, the next person might be more than me. Well, maybe just pay forward what you were about to pay for your meal, and that's how you keep it going. So then the next person, if their meal was $10 more than yours, say your meal only $10 but theirs is $20, you still pay $10 towards their meal, so they can still pay their $20, and that $10 goes to the next person. Basically, I used to work at McDonald's as well, and I worked there forever. McDonald's is like one of the it's definitely the job that my mom raised us on. So it's definitely a family blessing, to be honest. And then that was my first job. I worked there for like 15 years. Yeah, I did. People used to pay it forward all the time. People did. I just want to make sure this was smoking. But people used to pay it forward all the time. And I thought it was beautiful. Some people like, really, somebody paid for me? And they wouldn't think that, you know, on a day that they needed it, that somebody actually paid for their meal. So I think that's the beauty of the pay it forward mission. And that movie, if y'all haven't seen it, you can go ahead and watch it. It's really good. You might cry though, I'm not gonna lie. Very emotional movie. So sometimes when I watch it, I'm like, oh, I want to watch it, but then again, I don't want to watch it because I don't know if I'm ready to get emotional like that. But it's really a beautiful story of human connection and helping each other out. And so when it comes to higher versus higher, you've been hired by the higher power, okay, to create higher vibrational earth. Then there are people that have been hired by physical power to create a sense of empowerment in this world. And some people have a good intention, and some people's intentions are not good with how they use their power when they're hired. You can even take that to somebody working at your own job. The ones in the higher what do they call it? Higher management, upper management, whatever you want to call it. Are they using their hired energy to what do they do? Micromanage? You know, I've had some micromanagers. You'd be like, really, ma'am, sir, really? Like, do you have to be monitoring me that heavy? Some people just overtake being hired or promoted and they use the power of their title to control or delegate or watch. And sometimes those be the people, the ones in higher power who do that, don't do nothing all day but watch people and tell people what to do and not to do. Like, I've had some managers like that, and you be like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna let you just do you, but when you speak your mind, it's an issue. When you speak your mind to these people, it's like, really? Then you could talk to me that way. But when somebody tells you something about yourself, then it's an issue that could come from it. So you learn how to deal with those people, though. And I'm hearing let God, let go. Let it go. Let it be. God got it. Let God handle that. That's what I'm hearing. Let God just handle that. Let the higher power handle those people who were hired for power. That's what I'm hearing. Anyway, so you paying it forward. This is an agent sweep vibe. So Spirit is very proud of you. This portal is opening up. So let's go to the 7 twos and what they mean spiritually. Ooh, I don't even know if it's gonna really bring it all out, because it's so many twos. So it's breaking it down, but I'm gonna read the best one I can find. So the date, they talking about the date. So the date could have been significant. February 2nd, 2022 could have been significant to somebody too. But basically, a reminder of the need for harmony and equilibrium. Look, that's actually highlighted. Can I make this shit up? This is a reminder for the need of harmony and equilibrium. I'm hearing equilibrium, like liberty. I'm hearing liberation. It's about to be, it's a liberation. A liberation is taking place in this world, yo. That's why the higher power is calling higher spiritual people into power to bring higher consciousness. And it's not a and it's 3:44. Can't make that shit up. I was gonna say, it's not a competition, a popularity competition for those that Spirit hires. No, it's not a popularity competition who is better, or just a competition in period. Some people, when you say the word chosen one, everybody, to me, this is my personal opinion here, so I'm just putting it just so y'all can know. I know it may not be something that other people agree with or think. When you're here, though, and it's still 344. Hey, let me stop. But when you're here, we all have a choice, and you chose to go down this path where you're chosen to face some hardships here, some spiritual truths that gonna hurt, some discomfort, some disbelief, some dismembering, meaning things will start to dismember around you, be it connections that you've known, I'm hearing fragmentations of your mind. You start to dismember pieces of yourself. I'm hearing disremember, okay, because I'm hearing remember. Okay, I'm hearing disassociate yourself. By disassociating yourself, is causing you to remember your chosen path. And when I heard dismember, sometimes, you hear dismember in a not so good light, when someone could be dismembered, right? If they were found and someone hurt them, they dismembered their physical form in some capacity. Yeah, that's a little dark side of it, right? However, when you take it to a place of dissecting, dismembering is like dissecting your pains and your traumas are your connections that you've been in. Basically, like, could be a relationship that you had to dissect to remember yourself. And so dismembering in that sense is like in a form of healing. Dismembering parts of yourself that you have to heal from could be hard to face, and it could hurt. So you've done a lot of that. If we think about Bob Marley's life, he went through some things. He had to look at himself. He had to be upfront about it. I mean, even think about his the cancer that took over his body, and him staying strong and still performing to the best of his ability and not telling anyone what's happening. Like, he could feel his body was crumbling and not the same. Even people around him noticed. So, but he kept trucking on and paying it forward. So he did it because he did it for harmony in this world and equilibrium to liberate the world. This man right here, that's Bob. Okay. Genius guy, genius mind. And everybody can learn something from him. So even if you listen to particular interviews, he come back to the interviewee or the interviewer. Yeah. And the interviewer becomes the person being interviewed, basically. Not prepared. So these people, when they meet you, people are not prepared to be interviewed by you when they thought that they were the interviewer. Because honestly, they being interviewed by the Most High. So again, it's not a competition. When the Most High is interviewing you in your spirit, they just decide. It's kind of like being hired. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, I see how this is connecting. Oh, shit. That's pretty dope. Because I'm hearing interviewee. Spirit's like, okay, are you connecting the dots now? And then I just said, oh, hire. Oh, that's so cool how that just connected. Okay, thank you, Spirit. I love my spiritual team. They hilarious. So, yeah. The Most High is going to either hire you depending on what your mindset is. Not that they're discrediting you, because we all hear. So the people that they hire, they know that the person that they hire into higher power frequency is going to help shift this globe. So everybody is having an interview with the Most High. Okay? Everybody is literally having an interview with the Most High, and the Most High gonna hire those he believes is ready to walk into that higher power, that higher purpose, that higher mission, that chosen path. And if they're not, he gives them ample amount of time to even do it over and over again. You can go through a karmic cycle over and over and over and over and over again. The Most High is like, okay, have you learned yet? When I feel like you're ready, we can move to the next step. Thank you, Spirit. So I didn't know if I was going to get cards, and apparently we are. So let's go. Okay, I'm also being called to get one fell out, to get one of my fortune cookies. Your boundless heart will make room for one more. Oh, see, you paying it forward. This is beautiful. Your boundless heart will make room for one more. See, that's how you pay it forward. If it's one person, you are having an open heart to pay it forward. I love how that came out. Okay, let's go with another one. Oh, another one just fell out, y'all. Look, this one just fell out too. I like when they just fall, because let's see. A way out of financial mess is discovered as if by magic. Your pay it forward mission is going to create a lot of magical abundance and get you out of any financial rut, setbacks, hardships, your financial mess. Spirit is like, we going to help clean that up because of your pay it forward mission. Even if you don't think like, man, only got $2 for 2 weeks. Right? I've been there. Look, be on the struggle little bus a little bit. But then you have to remember the power of your words. Okay? I hear people say, man, I'm broke. Okay, you saying that you're speaking that you are. Well, let's just say you just in a financial setback right now, but next week you're going to be good. Instead of just saying the B word, I'm BROKE. Let's speak more life into your financial situation. Change the game. So let's say you do got $2 for 2 weeks. You're going to make that work somehow or some shape or form. Or you just going to know, okay, well, in 2 weeks I'll be good. But right now, and then all of a sudden someone says, hey, you want to go out to lunch? Okay, I'm on a little tight budget, but sure, you think to yourself, you don't want to tell nobody, but you just want to go, even if you're not going to eat. And say so, you get there and they offer to pay. No matter what you got. Hey, you can have anything on menu. I got you today. Really? Yeah, I got you. Spirit will bless you with possibly 2 meals. So you got 2 meals for 2 days, okay? You still got $2. You're following me. So Spirit is like, I'm letting you know I got you. Then the following day, on your second meal, you ate the leftovers. You look in your bank account or your Cash App or whatever, or your dad call you, mom call you, a good person that in your life call you, whoever they are, and they send you some money just randomly. And or you have a pay it forward in a drive-through at McDonald's. You see how Spirit will pay it forward even if you in a financial setback? The finances, that's man-made, boo-boo. The spiritual abundance, the spiritual paycheck is always available. It's always abundant. Because when you are shifting in that higher power, that higher frequency, Spirit is going to make sure you're taken care of. They hired you. Spirit, the Most High, has hired you. So they it's like paying your employees. That's why the Spirit, the Most High, interview everybody, and whoever he hired, he going to pay. Ooh, I love this message. Damn, that's deep. That is fucking deep. That is a beautiful ass message. I love it. Spirit gonna pay you because they hired you, because you proved that you can walk this chosen path. It's not that you better than anybody, because we all got flaws and all. It ain't that you better than nobody. Spirit just sees your heart. Again, your heart, your boundless heart will make room for one more. Spirit is like, they see your heart. Your heart is ready for this mission. That's why you are chosen for it. Some people are not just quite ready, just quite yet to be chosen just yet. That's like when they say, when you gotta go keep getting your this one's standing out to me. When you gotta go keep getting, man, I didn't get this job interview. Okay, I'm gonna go to the next job, and I'm gonna go to the next. But you got 5 jobs lined up. 4 out of 5, you gotta know. It's like, okay, so you're getting discouraged, but then that last, okay, I got this 5th interview. You go and you get hired. 44:22 on the timer. You see how the 2's coming back around? It's because your heart be ready. Whew, this reading, yo. Okay, so that's 22. Let's go to 7/7, because I also did 7/7, because like I said, it's July, the 7th month. Those 2's break down to 7 2's, which is 7/7. So it carries the energy of spiritual awareness, signifying that you are on the right path in your spiritual journey. When you encounter the number 77 frequently, it's a confirmation that you are actively embracing spiritual growth and deepening your connection with the divine energies. I am done. I cannot make this shit up. Look. You connected with the divine energies, which are paying for it. And let's see what this was. It's time to write a letter or email to one who is distant. Ooh. Ooh, is somebody on the mind? Somebody is like, are they going to write me? Somebody either want to write you, or maybe someone's on your mind that you haven't spoken to. Not that you had a fallout, but maybe there's something that needs to be said to someone. Or maybe just speaking to distant relatives is helping you connect your family again. And distant relatives can live in the same house and you see them every day. Not that they got to live in different states, but it's a way of connecting with people that are dear to you. And if it is someone that you had a fallout with, I mean, to each your own on that decision. If you want to reach out, but it also could be that someone that's distant from you has been wanting to email, contact you, hang out with you, talk to you. I am getting that energy, and I can't make that shit up because look, you got a thinking woman at the bottom of the deck. Somebody thinking about you. Yeah, they possibly want to travel towards you. Look at this demonic attachments. Something could have attached to this person that was demonic. Dang, Jezebel. Damn, job loss. Jezebel. See, some people did not get hired because they had demonic attachments for being Jezebel energies. These demonic attachments can't come with this spiritual hire from the Most High. Yeah. The Most High, again, sees people's hearts. And if you're working on your demonic attachments, if those of you who have them, because I'm pretty sure we all done been there. But when you work on these things, it no longer has a hold on you. You know how to consult with the Most High Creator, your spiritual team. Theft, energy vampire. This is crazy. Dang, bad health. Shit. Power couple. I'm hearing a power couple can save the day. Okay, let me see here. There is power couple energy on the board. Away from okay, I'm hearing the power couple energy is away from this ish. Over here. Oh, see, spirit is removing divine unions, divine masculines, divine feminines, divine emperors, divine imprints, divine high priest, divine high priestess from demonic energies, Jezebel energies, energy vampires, thieves, people who thought that they could get ahead and take from you, but they actually resulted back in stealing from themselves, especially with this job loss. A lot of people have stolen from themselves trying to steal from you with this theft card. A lot of people have stolen from themselves trying to steal from you. They had ciphered and stole, and it's bringing them into bad health here, whether it be mentally or physically, emotionally, financially, creatively. I'm hearing stability. Stability could be in bad health for some people, especially if they're having a job loss now. Damn. This reading is, look at the high priest showing on up. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. The high priest is a general, spiritual general showing up. See, I'm telling y'all, my videos, the spiritual general will be showing up a lot. Yep. They stole from a high priest, spiritual general that was hired by the Most High. And see, your heart, didn't I say heart? Oh, thank you, Spirit. I love this reading. This is so crazy. It's making me like, yo, look, your heart was pure. That's why you got hired. It says you're hired for the job. That's why you got hired. I cannot make that shit up because of your pay it forward pure heart. You got hired as a spiritual general. You receive power couple energy, high priestess. Even your person that you have a higher power, I'm hearing a higher power couple energy with, has a pure heart. And they could be a high priest. They match you. Because look, y'all, oh my, this reading, look, y'all are light workers. You're the teacher. You're that social study teacher, teaching people how to pay it forward. Ooh, social studies, the world, the movie Pay It Forward, he was a social studies teacher who gave the assignments. You're out here giving the assignments of how to pay it forward. And you could possibly have a lover. I'm telling you, your love is here. This person, you have a love, correct love. And this is your spiritual initiation into becoming a spiritual warrior. And it's because you are a blessing from God to the world. Spirit is hiring you to bless the world. Shit. And these other people have been karmic to you, acting childish to you. It's an end to these people. Oh my gosh. Because they have this player ass energy. Which is why they in spiritual court for trying to seek your abundant harvest. See how that failed though? Spirit's like, no, they failed. Yo, trying to take your abundant harvest. Whew. This is going to spiritual court, and they realize that you are a gift from God, and your blessings are under wraps. That's why I heard hidden a spiritual agent. You under wraps. You a blessing from God who is under wraps. You got a lot of new things coming your way. You got people over here thinking about you because they did take a fool's journey as well. Yep. You got God-given talent. Look, your God-given talent is about to boom up. I'm hearing boom up, okay? Rise up. Ancestor union. You bring in ancestors in the spiritual realm together, in the physical realm. You're creating new mission work. You're bringing unity, I'm hearing, as well to the world. That's why the ancestors are proud. And because you got hired for it. Because you're more mature for it. See, she's teaching and reading books. You're a mature person. You could be young and have silver hair. I have silver hair, y'all. It's crazy. I wear braids. I know y'all really don't see my face. And I really don't wear my natural hair out a lot, but it's definitely silver. And I said, I'm not coloring it anymore. First it was once a year, then became twice a year. And I was like, I'm not coloring my hair 3 times a year. So it's been like at least 3 to 4 years almost. I think 3 that I haven't colored it. And the silver is just popping through the braids. Which I'm cool with. Either way, praying, whatever you pray for, it's birthing. You're birthing some royal babies possibly too with your lover. And you an empress. See how the empress came out? Hey, you the empress. Oh, these people. Ooh, I'm not gonna keep going, but I'm gonna keep going, and then we gonna end this reading. People are losing out financially. Like I did hear, the financial karma. Spirit is seeing how these people are spending their money, are spending their spiritual knowledge, and it's being ripped in away from them. Yeah. It's like this effect is horrible though, because it's like things are ending, and I can't make that shit up because the death card did show up. And then with this financial karma, spiritual court has been taken. Yeah, expectations unmet. They didn't even meet their own expectations. I did hear them taking from you took for them, like whatever I said earlier, I can't remember. And look, they're imprisoned because of trying to hurt you, really hurt themselves. But see, this is that thing. We all have to fall down in life in order to rise back up. And depending on how we rise back up is a free will choice, which means, are you going to take the higher HIRE power to get refocused? Or are you going to take the higher HIGHER power to get spiritually in alignment with yourself so you can pass and heal yourself? This says medical state board pass. I see it as a healing certification. Are you going to heal yourself and pass and graduate? And a lot of you are, because it says spiritual test passed. A lot of you have already done that, which is why you've been hired as a generational curse breaker, and where this wealth is here. And you have this ancestral protection. That's why that new love coming in here, this unexpected income coming up in here, because of your ancient knowledge. You see, even you the teacher, you're giving out ancient knowledge too, but you're still learning and you're still open to learn, because it's your divine inheritance here. Because now you see clearly what your divine mission work is, which is why you are even in your Empress state. You have the Empress that came out. Where is she? Okay. And unfortunately, this does bring some people who have eyes green with envy and are bitter. But that's okay. They can't spiritual manipulate you and steal your light anymore. So yeah, because your ancestors are around, and that's why a new home is even showing up. You have new stability and new things coming in. Also, take it as that. And I even got a whole nother stack here, y'all. Okay, the way these cards, and you have warring angels here who are sent to protect you on this pay it forward mission. That's why people are seeking. Okay, I see why I had to keep going. That's why people are seeking your knowledge and your guidance. That's why you've been here to do. Because you are a high priestess who is a wealthy woman as well. You got high priestess. You're helping the world get out of poverty. You're helping the world get out of poverty. And you're getting out of poverty. Again, you're emancipating yourself from slavery, which is also poverty. You're emancipating yourself from mental poverty. And that's why this abundance is coming in. All right. So your spiritual guidance, your light worker, that's your mission. It's a part of your divine inheritance. I wanted to find, and then I'm about to end this reading. So you got the imprints here. You have the wealthy woman. I know my board look a hot mess. Wealthy man. And you have the high priest and high priestess. You have the power couple energy that really started this all. You already possibly could have met this person, or you are going to meet this person, whatever the case. If it's not a person, focus on you. Okay, I get it. But you are a spiritual general. And I'm going to leave it there, Divine Collectives, because it's about to be an hour, and I didn't mean to take it that long, but I hope it resonated. If it didn't, don't force the fit. But thank you guys who have subscribed. You are much appreciated. If you like my vibe, you want to subscribe, you can definitely do so. All right. But I hope you have a good day, a good night, whatever time it is for you. Peace, love, light, blessings to you all. Namaste. Thank you.